the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello.
Well, always bring us some incredible NBA action.
那我们直接开始啊！
We have in store for us today. This is
看一下，
Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. You look at Cleveland. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And they are who we thought they'd be coming into the season. No doubt about that. A team with a lot of talent that can win really in a number of ways. They've been every bit as formidable as we anticipated.
Well, you heard Dennis Green years ago say, we are what our record says we are. And they've earned their place among the league's elite teams. But regular season is regular season. Success counts very little when it comes to the playoffs. So that's how they'll be evaluated. They'd be forgiven for looking ahead to the playoffs. I think they're going to rise to the challenge.
James.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. Smith dishes to Irving. Mozgov passes to Love. Off target from outside.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And stolen by Knight. The feed now to Warren. 11 feet away. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's LeBron. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. James kicks to Mozgov. Smith wide open, he fires. And another miss by Cleveland. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash. Substance. And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And here's Phoenix. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And they were really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. I mean, the results wouldn't have looked anything like it did had it not been for their ability from beyond.
Exactly. They were spraying home threes at a huge rate.
Clock at 4. Bledsoe tries again, and Chandler lays it in.
干，他再篮下，球捡不起。
He's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
And little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Love with a open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Knight into the lane. Here's Chandler. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Smith, plenty of space. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Smith's got his first bucket of the night. The Suns trailing. Up top, Knight. Covered by Smith. Smith against Knight. The jump free throw line is good. Knight's got his second basket of the night. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Just in time. What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any ring like Chandler.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Cleveland.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Mo Williams, and it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot. Williams with the ball. Clock at 6. Thompson, a screen on Knight. Williams dishes to Dellavedova. Shumpert gets a off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
Why don't we go to the 2K?
他篮板都捡不起来啊。
These teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Cavaliers #1, 4th the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
球起未起来。
Williams against Knight. The screen from Thompson. And Williams, here we go. The open shot, Shumpert. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Knight against Williams. Verajao down low.
算他有犯规。
Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And for Verajao, his wild hair, frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Alex Len.
Tucker.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love's checked in for Thompson. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. J.R. Smith's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams.
Oh yeah.
He goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith.
A chance here to check out Brandon Knight. His last 10 games, 3rd in assists, and of course a knockdown shooter from the perimeter, ranking 3rd in field goal percentage from beyond.
And, you know, you mentioned it. He does a great job running the offense, spotting the open man, and making the easy delivery.
And the Suns making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in.
好球！
Well, Greg, you're talking about Verajao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just
靠腰。
that hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body.
That's a
I
good
don't know
point,
if he's
yeah.
necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
No one near him. A nice shot by Booker.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Phoenix. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. Irving against Bledsoe. Kicks to Verajao. And a wide open look for James.
Oh.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Suns leading. Chandler outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Teletovic kicks to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. To pass to Bledsoe. And stolen by Love. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. James. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Dishes to Booker. And the wide open shot from Warren.
God.
3-pointer is right on target. Warren's got 5 points so far. It'll count. And it would have counted it. And a pretty tight.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points. That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Chandler out there with John Lewis. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup.
啊，球没捡起来。
Here is Bledsoe. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Lure gets it to go.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the play.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence Clark his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Count that one. 6 points for Brandon Knight.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Irving passes to Thompson, and the
你知道打篮下
finish it off. A beauty.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Suns shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, it's James.
Bro.
Offensive rebound. Mozgov dishes to James. Mozgov sets a screen for James. In the corner, Irving with it.
Hurry.
And he
God.
makes a go-ahead basket.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age. You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust, but, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Markieff Morris comes in for Lure. Nobody.
Morris.
Williams.
God,
Once again, off the
鸟
mark
事。
by Cleveland. Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far. in the
我
first
水面
quarter
胜
from the
啊
field. Pretty good start to the half. The dish to Morris. All sorts of time. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Morris has got his second bucket of the night. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense. And
Yeah.
teams will just still want him even late in his career.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Knight sets the pick for Morris. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. No luck. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Knight on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. A shot by Knight, no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
That's a 2 from Dellavedova. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Cavaliers trailing, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1. Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Irving with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up. It's tipped. Stolen by Tucker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Knight against Irving, and stolen by Irving. LeBron left side. Mozgov drives in. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Out to Smith. No one near him. The offensive rebound. Mozgov passes to Irving. Screen by Smith. Mozgov a screen on Knight. Irving kicks to Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Feeds to Love.
Pá,
By Mozgov. Irving with it, and it's Knight picking him up.
Ah!
Steal. It's Knight with the drive. Tucker dishes to Bledsoe. Here's Teletovich. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
It's blocked. Down low. Here's Knight. Soft touch off the glass. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Timeout called. The Suns, they're in front by 1. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. .29 left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by LeBron. Irving drives in. Smith outside. And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Just 5 to shoot. James kicks to Love. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Chandler with a screen for Knight. Off the screen. And that one comes up a bit short. LeBron against Knight. James, the pass to Mozgov.
That's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And the Suns call time here. They trail by 1. There's 37 seconds left in the game. And Bledsoe, here we go.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can
Oh,
throw
fun
it
boy.
down like that.
Yes, sir.
It's the first that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Outside Knight, 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And
Oh,
stolen
yeah.
by LeBron.
防住
And
了。
there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend
God.
the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 2. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Knight dishes to Bledsoe and stolen by Irving, and that's an
超
intentional
到球
foul.
啊，应该。
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He was sharp as attack defensively. So often we focus on offense, but this guy with his steals truly fueled them tonight. The entire team fed off of his energy.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
好，在场了，金块队。
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, so far this year, it's been another superb showing from this team. They're second in the East.
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win again, and they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they have offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Moutier. It's tipped. 4 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Nurkic. Good. Gets the assist.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that.
It
certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep,
Kevin
they
Love.
lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Now, here's Moutier. Tight defense on him. Pass to Nurkic. And here's Moutier. Harris kicks to Fareed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari inside the 3-point line. The shot, no good. Good D by James. He dishes it to Mozgov. The pass to Irving. Back to Mozgov. And a wide open look for James. Rebound by the Nuggets. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard. Makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Hickson's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Here's Moutier. And Hickson throws it down.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Now, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was. He went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Now, here's Moutier. He kicks it to Hickson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Here's Irving. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Love, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Here's Moutier following the score by Cleveland. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. Oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Williams. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. A good close contest so far.
Your Nuggets dancers.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
They've got Laverne. Moody out there with Will Barton. Then it's Arthur. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Nuggets trail.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And that one's good. Barton, several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Williams. The screen from Thompson. Clock at 6. James outside. Here's Dellavedova. Barton with the rebound. And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Now here's Moutier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Smith. Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Kenneth Faried comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Gallinari in for Jarrell Arthur. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. Cavaliers trailing.
And guys, for the Nuggets, it seemed to come out of the blue for their players. They all felt fresh, but the press release would say they needed rest. So obviously a communication there. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Burns checked in. Here's Barton to the right side. And it's Gallinari missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Kicks it out to Love. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's 8 points for Love.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Now Gallinari can't connect from 14 feet out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got it.
And so it's a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the 1. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Cavaliers.
Oh.
And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1-8. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And it's Williams in for Smith. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. Can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bears that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too. You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Takes the 13-footer. And Denver again with the bucket.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Dixon comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Will Barton in for Harris. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Irving. Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Picked by Mozgov. Williams attacking. Shumpert in the corner. Good play by Williams to set it up.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Gallinari against Shumpert. High post try. No good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
He feeds it to Dellavedova.
Off the mark. Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those.
上面不是有一个3分球吗？
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Barton. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Williams. Rebounded by Fareed. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. The game now all time. Barton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Cavaliers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Got it off in time, but it...
Your Nuggets dancers!
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Cavaliers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. We've got Arthur. Harris is out there with Moutier. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Laverne in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
The Nuggets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Screen by Nurkic. Moutier kicks to Nurkic. Rebound by Smith.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Oh,
the space there, but it's offline. The Nuggets trail to the wing right side. Here's Laverne. Here's Nurkic. Mozgov grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Smith kicks to Mozgov, and he slams it one-handed.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, we're being way too soft on the inside. I better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
The
basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
直接抄球一个上篮。
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease.
穆迪刚刚有停球嘛，刚好顺势抄截。
Another thing
靠
they've
腰
done well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crisp passes. You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question, that's their goal down
这个狗屁bug 到现在还没修。
rhythm shots.
Cleveland leading by 5. LeBron outside. It's a pick by Love. LeBron drives in. No one near him. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Moutier pass to Laverne. And that one's good. Now just a 3-point Cleveland lead.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Now here's James. Arthur grabs
yeah.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Moutier kicks to Laverne. No good off the back of the rim. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far.
Ooh.
Smith wide open. He fires.
好球，这样。
And the assist goes to LeBron. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 6. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. A different look for Denver. Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Laverne. Alinari comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And Barton subbed in for Harris. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. .124 left in the fourth quarter. Moutier kicks to Nurkic. Second chance shot. Stolen by Love. Fires the 3. No good. And it's Denver the other way.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle.
哦，球。
Cavaliers have
稍微
gone
干扰了一下。
fourth quarter, shooting at even 50%.
哦，就carry。
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here is Gallinari. Fires from 14.
用弹的啊。
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that.
And they go to the intentional foul. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the right wing. Love draws the double.
Ah!
It's stolen by Moutier.
Well, he just wasn't able to protect the ball once the extra defender got to him.
There's the dish to Nurkic. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Denver calls timeout. They're losing by 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end. You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
The thing that has to jump out at you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
对方4成5的命中率啊，然后三分球，整场比赛都没有投进一颗3分，禁区内得分20分。换一下游戏啊，换完那个植入大战僵尸。那这个1代好像是在13展的时候 EA 免费释出的，就在那一天你可以免费下载这个游戏。二代我刚刚有玩过 beta 版啊，2代比较不好的地方是因为人物在一开始出现的时候，对方的指标就是敌方 敌方的位置就已经显示出来给你看了。但是一代没有这样子，一代只有在近距离的时候，它才会显示给你看。那连线稳定度的话，一代还比较好，二代 beta 版是会有点那个状况。应该是在测试的关系吧，所以很慢。哦，人来啊！你酸哦！酸哦！哎呦！啊，它不是气体，靠呀！不小心按到它，本来把我复活的。大游戏啊！
baby.
我从这边来。靠腰，踩到他妈马铃薯炸弹。哇靠呀！打到这种 K 而已。见哪个？错开。打游戏就对了。我要赶紧绕跑，我不要错开。干！ 到哪里？阿弟呀！哦！人帮我救。对啊。等级要100的，太扯了吧！还有那个吊那个鹿吊。 靠！哇！还想要他妈的用火箭炮打我，吃喷吧！不要人啊！那个围过来。啊！能不能把他救起来？有啊！呵呵，看谁打我？我还有这里有补血的，不然就 GG 了。不要狼哦！哇！是啊，看你老师。靠呀！我这边偷打了没？ 哇！哦，好痛哦！哦！没打中，中了，有2只。 我在前面。有球。哦，靠呀！我还他妈死呀！好像躲在某一个地方的。懂了。靠背嘞！哦，中了。 靠背。被死游戏啊！哇，醒过来了。哦。看，what the？ 冲撞，你冲撞还蛮威的。你又被我撞死了。干怕游戏。今天先到这边啦，各位晚安啦，拜拜。